Saturdays, we just finished our 4 rows of half double crochet, which creates the top part of our handle. As you can see here in our sample bag, this is where you stopped at, right above where we're about to make the handle. So we're about to continue with row 6. You've chained 2 already. Now you want to make sure to keep your edges straight to go into that very first stitch, so you end up with 43 stitches in a row. This row is going to be a little bit different from the other rows because we're creating the basis for the handle. So I'm going to half double crochet in the first 15 stitches. That first chain 2 does not count as a stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and work into those first 15 stitches. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and don't worry if you're not a fast crocheter, 7. Go at your own pace. You can always pause the video. 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 counts. Let's see. Okay. You're 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Once you reach that 15th, you want to go back and recount your stitches. So we're going to go back and recount. Remember that chain 2 is not a stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So I have 15 stitches. So now what I want to do is chain 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Once you chain that 13, you see it making the handle? You want to skip 13 stitches in your foundation row from the 6th row that you worked. So we're going to count the 13 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Now you don't want to insert your hook into the 13th row, 13th stitch. You want to insert it into that next stitch, which is the 14th, and work a half double. Continue working a half double crochet. Simple? Yeah, I think so too. And don't worry, please feel free to, if there's anything you don't understand, to either message or comment at the bottom of the video. You can also email me if you like. The remaining stitches that you'll be creating in this row will be the remaining 15 stitches. So it'll look like this. So I'm done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Got just a few more stitches to go. And my yarn keeps getting tangled here. And sometimes you'll get that. Sometimes you'll have a skein of yarn and you'll have to stop and untangle it. Just because that's how the manufacturing companies roll it. I think I've got enough here to close. Okay, almost untangled. My yarn is being uncooperative. I think we got it. And if you have a knot that you just can't get out, as I just saw that I have, I cut it. Easy peasy. And then I rejoin my yarn. sometimes it's easier just to cut the yarn and rejoin it. So I'm going to go ahead and work this into the remaining stitches, making sure I have 43 at the end of my row. And it's joined. And we're going to do the last stitch, which is the 43rd stitch. As you can see, I'm crocheting right over my ends so I don't have to weave them in later. Two, and chaining two. You've created the handle. That's how it looks. You have 15 stitches on each side and then that 13 chains in the middle, which creates your handle. Now the next row is row 7. Rows 7 and 8, you're only going to work half double crochets into each stitch across. So nothing fancy here. That is until you get to row 9. That's when the real fun begins, when we learn the new stitch, half chevron double crochet, which is just a variation of half crochet of the half double crochet. So right now we're working row 7, and then I'm actually going to change my color for row 8 because row 9 is going to be the change in stitch. And once we complete row 9, you want to continue that until the alternating the stitch rows. For every odd row, it will be half double crochet chevrons. And for every even row, it will be half double crochets until you reach 29 rows. And then I'll show you, there will be another part to this. I will show you how to finish off your bag by creating the handles for the other side. Now when working on this particular row, you're going to crochet right across the chains, meaning you're going to insert your hook into each and every chain, making sure not to do two stitches in one chain like I just did. But if you make a mistake, it's okay, especially if you're a beginner. You know, it takes a little while to learn it sometimes. So I'm almost done going into each chain, and as soon as I'm done with this row, I will show you what it looks like. And don't forget, I want to see your pictures and your videos if you choose to do a video